The fuck is up, gamers? We're the Goods, and we're here for episode number 40 of our Ace Attorney, the wonderful Ace Attorney Chronicles. Jesus fucking Christ, can we finish now? I just made the thumbnails. It doesn't take long. I just changed the number. Up until episode 40. I swear to God, if we're... Episode 50. Swear to God, if we're here for episode 50, if we hit 50... which we're going to. I know we are. Jesus Christ. So, something happened at the trial. She lied, and we need to talk about that. You said Mr. McGilded made you swear not to tell anybody about what you saw. But you were in the pitch black compartment under the seat the whole time, weren't you?
Yes, with Mr. McGilded sitting above your head, if I remember correctly. Yeah, that's true. What? He was when I had the foot of the cave sitting in the floor. I let a little stream so he couldn't help it. McGilded heard that and dragged me up on my arm, and that's when he saw it. He was on the floor next to the old geezer where he'd been stabbed. A disc all bright and shiny. A disc?
Do you mean...
Yeah, that's it. The one what the day took off me at Winterbanks.
So the music box disc was there on the floor of the omnibus?
Not for long, McGilded spotted it straight away. He picked it up smartish and stuffed it in his inside pocket.
So that disc was in the omnibus 2 months ago in the scene of Mr. Mason's murder.
And the bog trotter told me. I went to mutter word of it to no one.
Okay, alright, okay. There's some shit I want to talk about just like personally unrelated to this. But I want to keep this shit moving, so we'll get to it when I get to it.
Because it was so dark under that seat in the cab.
Just don't let me forget, chat. Don't let me forget.
I was straining my ears the whole time. After a while, I heard the door and footsteps inside the cabin.
Presumably that was McGilded getting on board.
Nah, not only him.
Oh.
So I could definitely make out the footsteps of two people.
Oh, you think it's the two thugs?
In that case, it would seem like it was Mr. McGilded and the victim.
The thrice-fired Mason. Oh, they got on at the same time.
In his testimony during the trial, Mr. McGilded claimed he slept during the carriage ride.
That's wrong. It's not true. But whenever I'm in a carriage, I'm taken with a fierce tiredness, and I always succumb to it.
In their own testimony, Gina supported his.
Oh, she probably heard them talking. Oh.
Yeah, that was exactly true. Neither of them was asleep. I could hear them talking the whole time in low voices.
What? What were they talking about?
Sorry, I don't know. The sound of the horses and the wheels is too loud. But that still tells us something. Mr. McGilded and the victim knew each other.
So McGilded was lying, as I suspected. Okay, what happened next?
I knew it weren't going to take long for someone to raise the alarm that the bloke had been killed. Yeah, you were quite right. The other passengers on the roof deck noticed very quickly. So when the cab came to a stop, McGilded told me to hide under the seat again. I climbed in and waited. The two cows from up top ran off to get the coppers.
Yeah, Mr. Fairplay and Mr. First.
Right after they called, McGilded asked the driver to do him a favour.
A favour? What? Now then, fella, what I need you to do is take this coat of mine and deport it with a nearby pawnbroker. And for your troubles, let's see now, I'll give you 10 guineas. Oh. A nearby pawnbroker? You mean on Baker Street? Yep, you got it. It was Winterbanks. And the coachee snapped up the money and ran off to pop his coat as fast as he could. So then there was no one left under the carriage. McGilded opened the box under the seat and let me get out of there, but no without conditions.
I see.
Yeah, tell me about these conditions. What were Mr. McGilded's conditions then? For letting you go free, I mean.
Not telling a soul, not for anything, about what I saw and what I heard. And there was something else as well.
There's more?
Yeah, this is the most important thing, he said.
I'm after sending the coachman on a little errand for me with some small change in his hand. Now then, did you hear what I asked of him? Did you see anything at all?
You asked him to go pop your ears, alright?
Aye! The fiend's taking the overcoat to deposit with the pawnbroker hereabouts. And I want your lass to take the redemption ticket for it, do you understand?
Well, you will buy now the ticket.
That's right, and I'll come fetch it from you later, sometime within the next 2 months. You're to hang on to it till then, is that clear? And whatever you do, don't lose it.
Alright then.
In case I might happen to be delayed at all, you're to go to the pawn shops, win the bank so it is, and you're to extend the loan until 2 months is up. If you forget, the article will be forfeited and any old fiend could come along and buy it.
But I got that kind of brass.
There's £5, that should be enough. Do you understand each other, lass? Don't try anything funny now, if you go against me.
Yeah, I get it.
Good, and one more thing. In a few days from now, you'll be visited by the police, I've no doubt.
The coppers?
Aye, they'll come to you asking to take the stand in court. To testify as a witness. So let's just have a wee chat about that, shall we? What is it that you might say, and what is it you won't? Heyo.
After he gone over it all, I parked it. Got as far away from there as I could. Here the pawnbroker's taking some bushes near the scene. I went to fetch it next day once it got dark.
So McGilded planned it and coerced Gina into giving false testimony. Coerced. I had to work on my enunciation, bro, when I'm trying to read these so fast.
I bet you're ready to string me up, eh? I lied in that big old courtroom. I told some corkers. Thing is, he said he would make it so he couldn't live in the East End no more. That's what he fed me with. What a wicked man! He knew everything what went on at the back sums. He knew he had no one to look after us, and we was all looking out for each other, getting by together. So you mean Mr. McGilded would have? In a heartbeat. He could have had a lot of us chased out there if he wanted. And then where would we have gone there? Nowhere, that's where. So we didn't have no choice.
Thank you, Gina, for telling us everything.
But I'm for it now, eh? Go on, admit it. You must be living.
Well, you can make amends by doing me a simple favor.
A favour? What?
Sign the representation papers for tomorrow's trial. If you don't actually want me to represent you in court, you can rip it up later. But we need that paperwork or we can't investigate. The police won't let us.
Investigate what?
Scene of the incident last night. Mr. Sholmes was shot, you see.
You what? Hurley's having a big operation right now, Jenny. Is it bad? Is it going to be alright? Sholmes is going to be alright, right?
That's why we want to investigate. For Mr. Sholmes' sake as much as anything. Sit up. Oh, damn, I'm big as hell. Why am I so big?
Right. So what you're saying is if I sign that bit of paper, everyone's happy, is that it?
Something like that. Mrs. Otto?
Yes, of course. I have the representation papers here.
You gonna do it, girl?
I don't need no one to stick up for me, though. No lawyer or nothing.
God, there's so much left to do. I don't even know if I'm gonna finish this shit tonight. Well, at least this should mean we can investigate the scene at Windibanks now. Once I get to the trial, I'm gonna fly through it. I'm probably gonna do it tomorrow because I've been playing Pokemon Go, which is the thing I wanted to talk about. We'll get to that. I've been playing Pokemon Go in town. There's a parade tomorrow for Memorial Day, and I do not know when the fuck that actually is. I was probably just not gonna go up there, so I can play the game all day. I'm gonna be up all fucking night because I didn't sleep last night at all.
Yes, and perhaps we can come back to visit Ginny when we're done there.
Maybe. We'll find out. We'll see. Look, we finally cracked Gina. She's opened up to us at last, and now I have her representation papers. No one else knows what responsibility that is. Anyway, now, for now, it means Inspector Gregson can't stop us from investigating Windibanks. Although something tells me he's not going to be happy about it, though. Or whatever. What I want to talk about while this is going is Pokemon Go Fest is coming up in July, and if we can sell enough stuff at work, they're going to give us that Friday maybe for July 5th. Because we already get July 4th, so they might give us July 5th. So that gives us 4, 5, 6, 7, like a 4-day weekend. if that happens. So I was looking to go to the event, which I've never even considered doing before. Because before it's just there was no way. But now that I like have a car that like functions and I can drive long distance and I have a job, I could totally do that shit. So we're here. The problem is I was looking at the price and it's so expensive just to get a hotel. And I was looking at some cheap ones and it's literally like a room like the bed is the size of this table that my shit's on, and then there's like that much space next to the bed. Like I'd probably break the bed. I'm so fucking big. Now to thrust these representation papers in Gregson's face. But I was looking at like a real hotel, and it was like $700 something for like the cheapest one I could find nearby. Every other hotel was like at least 20 minutes from the event, which isn't bad, but that's 20 minutes driving. And that's in New York. That's like just distance-wise. That's not even like for traffic. And I could get a taxi, but I do not want to get stuck in a fucking taxi. Hello again, Inspector. Do you have a minute, please? Was it now? You should go home and get some rest.
Here you are, Gregsy. Here are the representation papers.
Your ladyship! Oh, I don't believe it! How the devil did you get that stubborn little ragabash to sign that? I salute you, that's good work, that is.
I can see you've been very busy here as well.
But I think I'm just gonna get another tattoo instead. Because I mean, as much as I'd love to go to New York, I'd rather wait and save money. Because I can play in New York City. Pokemon Go is gonna be going crazy anyways. There's absolutely nothing I need to go to the event for besides to hang out with other people, and I hate other people. I do not like being around other people. You know what I mean? I might make some friends. It might be fun, but no, not worth it.
How about some tea? It's a special blend designed to relieve fatigue.
I try and plan my trips at least 3 months in advance, and that's just too short notice. Especially because we're really only looking at 1 month right now. Because you might think like, okay, May, June, July. It's the end of May right now, and the event will be at the start of June. You know what I mean? Like it's June 27th right now. 26th, 27th. It's 12:30 a.m.
Oh, lovely, let's see now. Yes, I'll leave you tied it on. There's a fill, your ladyship.
We'll be ready if we investigated the scene of the crime then.
Do as you please. You know what happened through that door behind the counter.
Okay. I gotta examine the stereoscope. Okay, so we gotta wrap this up fast. He needs to wrap this up fast. I'm gonna
take it out of my feet, sunshine.
I wanna
Come on, man. Let's not waste any time.
I do want to get some of this shit fucking moving. So let me investigate the stereoscope.
Oh yes, it's a folding stereoscope.
Really? This is a stereoscope? As your show showed us a picture yesterday you were supposed to be able to see in 3 dimensions. But for that, you used that great big contraption over there.
Oh well, that's for use in public houses and places like that. It contains a carousel with all sorts of pictures inside. But this little thing is a much simpler design for use at home. There are special shops selling prints you can use in them. I have a little collection myself.
I wonder if I could make money out of these in Japan. I bet it would beat keeping my toilet sparkling clean anyways. The fuck do those statements have to do? You know, whatever. Examine the calendar. Oh, that thing? Oh, look here!
Oh yes, a bullet hole, and I can see the bullet still lodged in the wall.
Presumably Mr. Windibank wasn't practicing with his revolver in his spare time. It's a lot of blood.
Oh well. Mr. Sholmes likes to practice in his drawing room whenever he can. He's very patriotic like that.
Sorry?
It's all there in the Adventures of Sherlock Sholmes, you know. Isn't that right, Iris? Did I write something like that? Partly in jest, perhaps. In jest? Well, he doesn't do it often. It's quite a dangerous pastime.
He doesn't do it often. He shouldn't even do it once.
Forget that part for now.
Jesus Christ.
Forget that part now, Bruno. Let's examine this bullet.
Is that blood? Suspicious red stain.
I may well be able to help you with that.
What?
There's nothing like the sight of blood to get the blood pumping, is there, Bruno?
I have a feeling I'm not as bloody-minded as you, Iris.
I'm afraid the sight of blood makes my blood run cold. There you have it, you see. When it comes to blood, we're all different types.
Yeah, what a scientific investigation, dude. Or observation. Jesus Christ!
So you need this.
Oh no, what is that scary-looking thing?
Ellie and I haven't actually come up with a name for it yet. But as soon as you see it in action, you'll understand what it does. Watch.
She turned it into snot! The color of the bloodstain has changed!
There, does it make sense now?
Yeah, I think I'm starting to understand. Yeah, my voice is getting sore. I don't know if I can finish this shit today.
Good, it works on the principle that different people have different types of blood, you see. Yes, how wonderful. The chemical it fires combines with the blood and makes it change color, so you can identify whose blood it is you're looking at in a flash. Oh, what a fabulous invention, Iris. Isn't it? Isn't it? I bet Ginny would say it's bleeding great.
So whose blood are we looking at?
Well, all the chemical does is turn the blood a different color, so just find someone whose blood turns the same color and you'll know who it belongs to in a flash.
It's more like two flashes, really, isn't it?
One flash or two, this could well turn out to be a very valuable clue. So we must make note of it in the court record.
Alright. So,
As long as I have reagent left, sure, we can keep testing it.
oh, look at that photograph. The back. That's writing. What amount paid £1? Redemption deadline 15th April 10:30. Gentleman's overcoat pawned for £1. I guess £1's a lot. Clearly, it was a very fine coat. In fact, I think.
Yes, this must be the ticket for the overcoat that Ginny redeemed yesterday.
And is still wearing, which belonged to Mr. McGilded. I never would have expected the redemption ticket to be handwritten on the back of the photograph, though.
It seems Mr. Windibank just used whatever piece of paper he happened to have on hand.
This photograph of a cat looks very familiar, doesn't it? I'm sure I've seen this exact same picture somewhere else recently.
Oh, yes, sir, right, very recently. It's the same one that Ginny gave us earlier.
Of course, I was forgetting she gave us that print.
Oh, what are you waiting for, Mr. Naruhodo? Get it out!
Alright, let the cogs turn.
Yes, they're exactly the same.
Okay, what the fuck does that matter, though?
Hee, I've got it. These two photographs hide an amazing secret.
A secret? What does she mean?
You must tell us, Iris, at once. Do you really, really, really want to know?
Yeah, we need you to tell us all about the fucking photographs! Tell me! Converse! A pair of photographs! So, Iris, about these two photographic prints, the ones we found here at Mr. Windibank's counter and the one Gina gave us before. What's the amazing secret you mentioned?
Actually, that's not quite right.
Sorry.
If you look carefully, the two prints aren't the same, not exactly.
They're not?
Have another look at them now. Can you see that they're just slightly different from each other?
Kinda? I mean, like if you look at...
But what's the reason for the subtle difference between the two prints? Oh, it's because they were set, you see.
No, I don't. I'm confused.
This pair of photographs is meant to be used in a stereoscope. Everyone in London is raving about them at the moment.
Ah, stereoscope. Why do I feel as though I've heard that word before recently?
Oh yes, that's what Mr. Sholm showed us yesterday.
Oh.
You see, there it is, just over there.
Oh yeah, of course. The magical machine that makes pictures look almost real enough to touch.
Well, actually, it's quite possible to see the same death in pictures even without using one of those contraptions.
What, really?
Do you know how a pair of flat photographic prints can appear to have any depth in the first place?
No, I have no idea.
No, I have no idea. Oh, wonderful. Then I'll be able to tell you.
She's over the moon, bless her. Should we let her explain, though? We really need to carry on investigating the scene.
I, for one, simply have to know.
Alright, tell me how it works.
Have you ever considered, Bruno, how our eyes see depth in the world around us?
Well, I just opened them and it works.
But the reason it works is because we have 2 eyes.
2 eyes? Shocking. Yeah, if you ever close one of your eyes, your depth perception is like way off. I mean, mine not so much, just because I train. You know what I mean?
If you try closing just one eye at a time, I think you'll see straight away what you see with your left eye and what you see with your right eye. However, so slightly different.
Yeah, because like, oh shit, look. I don't see any sort of difference if I'm looking at the exact same thing at all. I just can't see like out of this peripheral because I'm blocking it.
Yes, the position of objects can just shift.
Like real shit. Like if you so do like yeah, it kind of moves a little bit. Never mind, but my depth perception's fine. I can close one of my eyes, just grab some shit. I'm good, bro. I'm good.
Exactly, and in your head, your brain uses that shift to estimate depth as it merges into the two views into one. That is how we can sense depth in everything we see.
My brain really is amazing, isn't it? It does so much without telling me.
I see, so the pair of photographs consist of a left eye view and a right eye view, is that right? Oh, well done, Susie, you're so quick.
So if you can persuade your brain to merge the 2 pictures in your head, you'd be able to see depth in these prints.
Yes, Bruno, you're beginning to understand.
And a stereoscope's function is to act as your brain and allow you to do just that?
Yes, but as long as you have 2 images, 2 eyes, and 1 brain, you can actually do it yourself without needing a stereoscope at all.
You can, really? So how do you do that?
Let's try it. Let's see if you can view this pair of prints without the help of a stereoscope. Oh yes, I'm dying to have a go. You need to be able to cross your eyes. That's the main thing. Can you both do that?
Cross my eyes? I think I can. Ow. Hey, what the fuck?
Make your eyes do this. Alright, let me try. Are you ready, Mr. Naruhodo?
What the fuck am I looking at?
There, how's that? Wonderful, now it's your turn, Bruno. The trick is to concentrate on looking at the bridge of your nose with both eyes at the same time.
Not exactly an easy task when the 2 people are staring at you cross-eyed.
Alright, that's enough practice. Now let's try looking at the prints.
I move my mouse.
Start by staring at one print and slowly crossing your eyes. You should see 2 overlapping images like this. You try it now, Bruno.
Don't make me do it IRL.
Did the print split into 2 images for you? Now to the next step. Is to put the pair of prints side by side like this and then try crossing your eyes again. The print should slowly merge together until...
It's one picture of a kitty!
they form a new single image in the center. Oh, yes! Mr. Naruhodo, it works! I can see it in the middle now! It looks so real! Oh, I could look at it all day!
I wouldn't advise that. Your eyes might start to hurt.
Your turn, Bruno. Pretend you're looking at the 2 pictures and slowly cross your eyes.
I cannot do this shit.
Now you managed it, so now you know how stereoscoping images work. Well, I don't know who discovered it, but it really is quite extraordinary.
They're certainly amazing, but it isn't easy to get the knack of viewing them properly.
No, some people find it hard. That's why contraptions like this exist for people who find it tricky. Oh, I recognize that. We saw one over there yesterday, didn't we?
Yep. I think I already looked at. Press the knob. It opens up. Set the photographs in there. So amazing, even though I know how it works now.
Well, London seems to agree with you. Stereoscopes are very popular at the moment. You can find one of these folding contraptions in lots of households in the capital currently.
If these little machines are so affordable, surely there's no need to go around staring cross-eyed at pictures like you hate them.
But it's much more satisfying to be able to see the effect with your own eyes. Well, I think so in any case.
I'd never even heard of these, but whatever. So now I can present it to Iris. What if I show you this, Iris? It's just a boring old thing, really, but...
Oh, I don't really like boring things.
Hey, wait, what? Present that to her, maybe? I had to present something to her. Alright, hold on. I have to examine the blood stain on the back of it. Yeah, there's a blood stain. And then we go back, and now we can present it to Iris. Yeah, now we're good. We can present it to her.
Oh, that looks like blood.
Okay, yeah. And that's from a gloved finger. We can leave the rest to her. I just want to finish this so we can start at the storeroom next episode. It's purple. So put in the portfolio of blood samples. Not with the color, but a little deduction. And we think it's the blood of the Mason? The victim of the omnibus case, yeah. So the blood stain is old. And Mr. McGildy was wearing leather gloves. It does look like the leather, yeah, there's a leather glove thumbprint. Yeah, he didn't have any injuries, so the blood would be from the Mason. So now we've updated that. Okay, so what am I supposed to do now? Examine the back door. Ugh. That's where the storeroom is. Hey, we gotta deal with that. So we gotta check his blood. Because Gina was unharmed, so we need to check his blood. Yeah, let me get to that. So behind that door, the scene of the crime. And she's gonna find the clues. So now we can move there. To the storeroom. So we'll do that in the next episode. I'm gonna end this one here. We're gonna do the storeroom, and then we're gonna finish whatever else may be left. I'm not gonna read it. I can see what it is. I can see what comes after the storeroom. But for now, I'm ending the episode. We're gonna finish it up, and then because what is that? Because what do I have here right now? I have the 25th is when I did the last one. Yeah, no, we're good. Because this one's and then the 27th, and then the next week starts the trial. I'm right on time. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.